Well, certainly been a long time, hasn't it? I believe the last time I did a video on this channel was, what, maybe 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago? Certainly been a long time, one way or the other. But actually, yeah, I mean, I've been wanting to do an update video for this channel for a long time, actually. It just, for some reason, I've just never gotten around to doing it until just now. I was actually just thinking, you know what, let me go ahead and do this. Because, you know, I mean, I actually got like a comment months back from one of my subscribers on one of my more recent videos on this channel saying, you know, how he was wondering what I was up to and everything. So yeah, so an update. Well, well, I'm actually turning 30 in like 4 months, give or take. It's so funny to think that when I started this channel. I think I hadn't quite turned 21 yet when I first made this channel. I think I started, like, when I started vlogging on this channel, I believe it was February of 2007. So it was actually like 2 months before I turned 21. And yeah, it's like, here we are, I'm turning 30 in, you know, less than half a year. Jeez. It's like, where's the time go, right? Well, of course, if you don't recognize where I'm at right now, of course, I'm still living at home with my parents. I'm hoping I can work something out that I'm hoping I can be set up enough where I'll be moving out. I can move out in the next couple of months. There is like an apartment, like about right now my number one choice is there's an apartment about an hour away from where I live in a city called Grenada, and the rent's only, I think, like for like a 2-bedroom apartment is the rent's only like $480 a month, I believe. And one thing I like about these apartments is they let you rent them for like 6 months at a time. And right now that's my number one choice as to where I want to live. Unfortunately, though, at the moment, I guess technically I am, you know, I'm trying to become self-employed, basically. I actually have started chasing after my dream of becoming like a professional writer. That's something though is going to take a lot of time though. Still, I actually have self-published like stuff on Amazon, which I'm not going to give out what it is or what my pen name is, but for reasons. It's just something I don't want, you know, linked to me or whatever right now. I have made money off that, but unfortunately right now it's not anything you can really fully support yourself with, sadly. But, you know, I'm working on it. You know, of course, you know, being a writer has always been my dream job. I mean, I don't know if I've ever really talked about that when I used to do this channel, but right now I actually have like a bunch of like stories in the works, you know, like I've actually written 2 novels. That I'm still working on. They're still in draft mode, but you know, I actually have written several novels. I've written 2. I'm working on the 3rd one right now. That I really need to get around to finishing all 3, but in due time. But in the meantime, career-wise, I'm actually heavily weighing going into photography, quite professionally. I'm really heavily weighing doing that. I'm actually thinking I am going to give it a shot when I can get the proper equipment that I need. Because, you know, I've been an amateur hobbyist photographer since I was 14, and like people, I mean, I've had people over the years tell me I should, you know, maybe I should go into it professionally and everything, and I never really gave it a lot of thought until earlier this year, actually just maybe like a few weeks ago, to be honest with you. Right now, I'm thinking about going into like architectural photography, like real estate photography. I was like going around like taking pictures of houses for like, you know, real estate agencies and agents and such. Like starting out, like landscape photography is really my thing. My favorite form of photography, I think. Got like a bunch of like landscape photography, like pictures, you know, in hand or whatever. Every once in a while, I'll upload my favorite pictures into an album on Facebook. But I mean, I'm thinking about maybe like starting to go to like arts and crafts fairs and stuff like that to try to sell them, like the landscape, like nature photography. But right now, though, as far as like the real estate photography goes, right now I'm saving up to get a wide-angle lens for my camera, which I've been reading. That's apparently one of the things you pretty much need starting out for it. But yeah, bottom line is I'm looking into going into photography. I can tell you one thing I would like to do though, if I ever do get into photography professionally. One thing I would love to do, I was thinking about this, is like maybe like go into like music photography. Like concerts, bands and such and all that. All in due time though, I guess. It's just I was just thinking how cool that would be. But anyway, of course, the main thing this channel used to be about, anxiety. Of course, I couldn't do like an update video without talking about that on this channel. So how has like my life been? How have I been doing with the anxiety? And well, I actually have a lot of good news there. It seems over the past couple of years, my anxiety in a lot of ways has improved. I mean, there's still certain areas that probably still is pretty bad, I guess, but from what I can tell, it does seem like it has improved a great deal since I used to do videos on this channel. Like, the way I kind of look, I mean, it's still there. Don't get me wrong, it's still there. I mean, but it's different. Well, I'm going to compare it to like headaches, for example. There are headaches, but there are different kind of headaches. Where there's like sharp, the sharp kind of headaches, and then there are like the dull, aching kind of headaches. That they're headaches, but they're kind of not the same. Well, back when in the day when I used to use this channel, this used to be my main channel. Of course, I would describe it, or I would liken it to like a sharp kind of headaches, but over the years, it's kind of improved. It's kind of gone into like the dull, aching kind of headache kind of deal, where it's still there, but it's just kind of dulled over the years. Like at this point, well, I mean, I have no problem going eat out, even by myself. I go eat out by myself all the time. Whereas, I mean, that was one of the, like, eating in public in front of people used to be one of my, anxiety things. Like when I was younger. I mean, I could go eat out right now by myself, no problem. Not even think a thing about it. Let's see here. For example, that's just an example. I actually just the other day I was at the park and I actually made a vlog while I was walking. I actually did a vlog out of the park. Another great way that I've improved over the years. Example. Like years back when I used to use this channel, probably not a chance I would have thought about doing that. I mean, not in seriousness. I probably would have gone out there and then turn around and gone home. I mean, I still feel awkward like vlogging out in public though. It's something I'm still working. That's something I'm still working on. The anxiety's still there a lot, I guess, but pretty much though. But yeah, bottom line is though, in a lot of ways it has improved to some extent or another. Well, like just for example, there's like on the eating out thing. There's actually this woman that works at this Chinese buffet restaurant that I go to. It's kind of funny because we're kind of, I don't know how to put it. I mean, we're kind of always constantly like flirting with each other out there. I don't know if you really necessarily say flirting, but I mean, to tell you guys the truth, I actually have suspected this woman kind of likes me, in a way. And mind you, this isn't like I mean, she's not like a waitress in the way you're probably thinking. Like it's a buffet restaurant, so like she just brings the food out to the buffet. That's really about it. I mean, she'll get you like your drinks, but other than that, but it's kind of funny though with like this woman. It's actually kind of a strange situation though, but This woman, well, it's kind of like, a few weeks ago, I started picking up on like certain behaviors of hers, like towards me. Like earlier this year, I was in there in this restaurant with my father, and I was standing by the table that we were sitting at, and I was kind of like staring down the table, but I could still see this woman. Her name is Reagan. I could still see her. I could see her at the bar at like the top of my vision, and I was kind of just staring at the table though, like kind of daydreaming about something. And as I'm standing there staring at the table daydreaming, it suddenly strikes me. She's turned. Hey, Reagan. This woman's turned halfway around, staring at me. It took like a few seconds for me to realize that, but I was like, wait a minute, she's staring at me. And like I remember, I look up, and then our eyes meet, and when our eyes meet, she basically she goes to grinning at me, like the biggest grin, and then turns back around, not saying a word. Well, like the only other time a woman has ever looked at me like that was when I was in high school, and this girl named Allison. She used to stare at me the exact same way. Like she'd always go to grinning at me. That not just like a polite grin, but just like full blown across her. I mean, just full blown grinning at me. So yeah, I actually have caught her staring at me, eyeing me up and down and everything a couple of times. There was one instance where I went in there to eat one night, like by myself, and. She was out back doing something, and this other woman got me my drink. She was normally a cashier or whatever, but this woman she sat me at the table and she got me my drink. The drink machine is like right out there by where everybody sits, so even then, it's kind of you can get it yourself, but. And basically, Reagan comes out, she sees me, and then she sees somebody got me my drink, and. And honest to goodness, she actually got angry and upset. It was so weird. I mean, she literally got angry and upset that this woman got me my drink. This is literally what happened when she saw it. She was like, "No, I am getting you your drink," and then she grabbed my drink, she poured it out just so she could refill it and get it to me herself. And she was like, "Here." I was like, "Okay." What just happened? It was like so funny because it was so funny how noticeably angry and jealous that she got that this woman got me my drink. And there was another instance earlier this year where I think I hadn't been in there for a while, but I went in there to eat, and she saw me and she's like, "Are you getting it for here or to go?" And I told her, "Oh, I'm staying here to eat." And she actually started cheering that I was staying there to eat. She was like, "Yes. Yes," like that. Basically, that's exactly what she did. And I remember I was telling I was talking about this like on the internet once, like on Reddit or whatever, with a couple of people. I was just kind of talking about I wasn't necessarily I was kind of just talking about when she acted like she got mad and upset or whatever. And I wasn't really sure why. And basically all these other things just kind of started coming out over the course of my talking to people. And this woman chimed in and she was like, at first she asked, "Well, I'm kind of curious to know what you mean by the cheering thing." And then after I explained that to her, and I told her about I told her about that and such, this woman's like, "Yeah, she likes you, honey bun." She likes you, honey bun. That's what this one woman was saying to me. So yeah, then what's kind of weird though is then I found out apparently this woman has a girlfriend. I mean, I actually had a friend. She called me last year. I'm not gonna get into all that because as a side thing here, I went through something with a friend that she it's something I don't want to talk about. I still don't like to talk about what happened, but all I'll say is even all these months later, we haven't spoken in like 8 months, going on 8 months, but it still makes me feel upset, sad, and depressed when sometimes something just happened that she hurt me a great deal. We'll see, but I was gonna kind of relate something she said to me last year to what was going on here, but whatever. Never mind, I guess. Changed my mind, but I got to thinking, well, that's really strange for somebody to act. I mean, I kept thinking for a little while, that's really strange for somebody to act like that towards somebody that you're not, or that you can't be attracted to. I mean, that's like incredibly bizarre. And then then it struck me, well, maybe she's bisexual, because I mean that would make sense with all the things that this woman has done towards me, and everything that's kind of happened and like whatever. And then it struck me, well, maybe she's bisexual. Because one thing too, I actually, I do think she's been stalking my Facebook, for example. This woman, I'm pretty sure she has. I'm guessing she has been stalking my Facebook. I don't want to say stalking, but I mean I do think she has been kind of stalking my Facebook. Because I accidentally left my debit card in there one day, and she came running out to give it to me, and she would have had to see my name on it. And I noticed not long after that, I noticed that she started appearing in the people you may know list on Facebook. And I hear one of the ways, there are a few ways I've read that people will appear on that list. Number one is like if you have mutual friends. Two, another is if that person is actually visiting your profile. And I do suspect she has been, because there's been quite a few times that I've updated my profile picture on Facebook, and then it'll be like right after I update my profile, like maybe within like 2 or 3 days of updating it, that she'll randomly reappear in that list. And that's kind of happened quite a few times. So I'm thinking that's I keep thinking that's too perfectly timed for that to be a coincidence. Now it does turn out, we do have a mutual friend or two. One of which coincidentally happens to be somebody I graduated high school with. So I actually ended up writing her one day, and I thought, okay, maybe she knows, and I asked this woman that I know, well, hey, do you know this woman at this restaurant? She was like, yeah, I know her a little bit. And I basically told her why I was asking. I asked her, well, did she know if she was bisexual or what have you? And I told her why I was asking. And this woman, unfortunately, really didn't tell me anything I didn't already know. But she just ultimately just kind of said, well, hey, I mean, you never know. I mean, she definitely acts like she's into you. Clears it right up. But yeah, pretty much though, that's what this woman said though. I mean, she told me, yeah, she definitely acts like she's into you. So I don't know. I mean, unfortunately, it's not like I can ask her out or anything, one way or the other right now. But of course, got that going on. Got that little saga going on in my life right now. But anyway,